Alright, we are on to step 5, which is pen details, pen and pencil. I didn't really do a whole lot of details with pen and pencil. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I'm going to use most of my free time, step 6, to do all these little fun things on the pages. I just went through and I added a little bit of this and that on each page to get it started. So we have here, I outlined this box and I add these little swoopy things here. This one I wrote be your own. I'm going to come back through and make that thicker, but it's going to be your own goddess. I colored in the circles that were in the center of this word, added this doodling on the butterfly shape. This one I added these circles here. I think I might come back through and do something interesting with the word. This one I added these swoopy things, the flower shape, and colored in the word. I think I'm going to come back and outline some of these chevron type shapes. It's hard to doodle when you're under pressure, Got to get something down and get to the next page. This one I made these little, no, you can't see it, these bits of flower shape on this tissue. I made it look more like flowers, so I'm going to draw some flowers at the bottom there. And then these circles, I just added some polka dots to it, and I colored her shoes pink. This one I wrote, some days I feel 80,000 years old. And I added this star and these circles up into these circles here. This one I outlined the money, and then I did some pinwheel looking kind of shapes on these circles. This one I colored the outside of his cover, colored in parts of the boots, and I gave him a headband. And then I made this into more of a flower. Oh, one other thing I did on this girl back here, I colored, this was still part of the image, so I colored it green so it would blend in more with the actual background, kind of hide away the fact that I had not fussy cut in between her arms there. This one I added these little boxes on the circles, and then I colored around her image. Actually around the actual paper, this red around the image was part of the photograph. And then I drew around this box. This one I made some hair for the ponytail. And a necklace. This one I put some pink on her lips to give her more of a lipstick look, I think. It didn't really show up well, so I think we'll come back through with a darker version, but then I used a white pen to give her a crown. I'm going to use lettering to say everything's better with hats. This one I, finished the butterfly shape. I circle, and then I wrote on the sign here, there, everywhere, and some question marks. Put a circle there. This one I outlined that and this and made some flowery shapes down here, and then I outlined that. This one's gonna be, some people know that GFY means something else besides good for you, I mean. I kind of have something I'm going to go along with that. This guy, I added these bits of color along the edge of the words here. And then I gave him some circle eyeball kind of things. I don't know how well that shows up. There, you can see them pretty good. And then a bowling ball kind of look on these balls. This one I outlined the cutout, and that's as far as I went with that. I really wasn't inspired with doodle ideas when I went through here, so this one I added circles to the circles, gave the knocked out tooth and an earring. This one I outlined where the letters are supposed to be and put some white marker in there, and then outlined this. I wrote the word birthday in white pen. Outlined it there, colored that in, outlined this one, gave them some red dots for the eyes. Oh, a couple of the shapes I added some white on this thing, not this particular one, but on one of the couple of the pages I missed that particular part. Alright, this one says, sorry, were you talking? It's like, sorry, were you up here to do some more work with? Gave her some eye makeup and a bit of lipstick. This one, I did the circles here, and I added these white into this shape. This I added the dots in the lettering up here, different colors. And that's it for Mr. Kitty. Oh, I colored his eyes even more green than they already were. And the last one we have, I colored some of these boxes in, and I drew lines on some of the words to give it a neat pattern. And I made these flower shapes, and then on the fork I wrote, stick a fork in it, you know, because it's the last page, because when it's done. And then on the front I outlined these little boxes just to give them a little interest. So my next step will be free play, and I think what I will do with that is wait maybe until after I have moved, and I will do each page maybe on video, or I will just video my completed book. We'll see. Depends on what I'm doing. I'm definitely keeping this with me so I have something to fiddle with when most of my other stuff's packed up. Because obviously when you move you really can't unpack your art room first. People need stuff to eat off of and beds to sleep on first before you have your play area. So, let's see, what is today? The 7th? Yeah, June 7th. My stuff will get packed up the 23rd. So I've got, what, 2 weeks? Ish. Before some of my stuff has disappeared. And then I won't be at the house till the 30th. So I'm going to try and keep some things out to play with. I might just go through and fix some of these little funky spots where it hasn't gotten glued properly. But I have these other videos I've recorded and have not uploaded, so those will come out before this ever has. So I don't know what day this is going to get aired, but hope you've enjoyed seeing my steps so far on my journaling by 5 process. And staying tuned for the next one. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and that way your friends can see fun ideas as well if they're interested. And we hope you are having a great day. Bye.